What's going on, guys? It's me, Shukashu. We are back with another Musume video, and in this video, we are here with. This is just gonna be a real test run because I don't think I've ever at all, even in the past, have tried Teio in a mild distance race. So we're just gonna give it a try. As you can see, we have her inheritance up to from an E, I believe, to an A. I think she'll be fine with a B in long distance. I don't think we need to worry about it too much as long as our stats are on par, I guess. Or good enough for the long distance races. So yeah, we're just gonna see how this goes. This is not for sure. Like I said, I think this week we're just gonna pretty much test Uma's. And then as for the setup, pretty much the same as yesterday, except I kind of want to try using Orfurv card. And I was honestly split between this Teio or the anime collab one. The reason why I thought about the anime collab one was because of her growth rate on guts. And that's pretty much the thing that really made me think about it, because I was like, I wouldn't mind that 10% from her, I think it was 10% from her guts growth rates, but I personally believe that I think the normal outfit Teio is better. At least that's what I think. And as for the setup, everything's the same except for the guts card. Decided to go back to our fur just to see how if there's gonna be a difference, because I've pretty much just used the Gold City one, so I kind of just want to see if it'll be any different with the Orfurv one. Just I'm just trying to see different things, pretty much. Other than that, let's just get this started. But before we do actually jump into the training or the comments, if you guys haven't joined a circle or you guys are looking for a circle to join, feel free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request join. It'll let me know that you want to join. But first, before that, go to the comment section or to the link down below in the description for the Discord server, and either go to the comment section or the Discord server in the circle request channel to let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just to make it a little bit faster, and also just to make sure that I'm accepting you into the circle, because the main goal is to pretty much make sure that the people in the circle are from the videos and all that. So yeah, that is pretty much it for that. So let's get this started. Let me get the comments loaded and we'll just see what happens. All right, now with Teio, she does have growth rate on speed, so it kind of made me think about doing one speed card again, but then I just kept thinking about what happened last time I did that, and well, not even the last time, but that whole 3 weeks that I was trying it out, it just wasn't working. Even though I've obviously seen it work, it most likely was my cards or is my cards, but just wanted to give it a try, you know. I just realized how low Teio's speed was. Well, we already lost it, failed the training. First two Umas we've trained prep or tried out to prep for the League of Heroes, and they failed their training in the beginning, somewhere in the beginning. Let's see if Teio can completely ignore that and do well anyway. As long as no other funny stuff happens after, but you never know what happens. But yeah, as I was saying, her speed is pretty low. Anyways, I do have the comments loaded now. So the first couple comments, it's actually been a while since I've trained Teio. I don't know if I should have just waited for the next scenario, but you know what? I thought it'd be fun if I just give it a try, right? Even if it was just for the one time. But I do have the comments loaded, like I said. And the first couple comments are going to be from Nova. Starting off with Lucky Mustard title will have to stick with me, unfortunately. This time around, the support card pulls have been better to me. 100 free rolls plus 50 support tickets gave me 3 copies. 150, essentially 150 free rolls because the tickets, they were essentially just given for free. So 150 free rolls, or I guess 15 10 pulls, and he got 3 copies. One more from Reaching Pity, and just max limit break using a rainbow shard at the end. And that wasn't even bad at all. Because you pretty much just use Pity more pulls. So half a Pity. Or half a pity. A quarter of Pity is what I was supposed to say. half a Pity? I mean, not technically wrong, right? If you say half a Pity. Anyways, I went from 90k rocks to 83k, so 17k. Yeah, that's a little over. Wait, that's just 7k. What the heck? So wait, 100 free rolls, 10 free rolls, 10 free pulls. So that's how much is 10 pulls? 15. Yeah, that's half of Pity. Plus the 50. So that, oh, I guess so. Yeah, that sounds about right. This is way better than going from 90k to 40k last time around with Vivlo's speed card. Is it now? Well, yeah, it definitely is. I heard that Donna's rate is lower than the rest of the Umas, so I was kind of surprised. I don't think I need to pair the Enlove speed card with Donna. I have Pasta speed card for leaders, and I just usually pair that with Vivlos. I did a Vivlos run with Enlove and Pasta, and it worked out pretty well. Got a UD6, which is the highest for me thus far. Kita speed will be taking a hiatus for a very long time. I think if you have Kita, it's just use it if that's all you got, you know. But I mean, I want to take a look at something real quick. Um, or... Oh, I was gonna say, wait, there's a new Teio speed card, but I think that came out with the Party Dash game. At least that's what it looks like. Anyways, I think what makes the Still in Love card work, at least just based off the skills, is just the medium distance skills, I would say, or I guess mile if you're using her, but pretty mild medium. But for the gold skills, if you're just gonna use it as a leader, then I'd probably just wait until medium distance, or next scenario, or CM. At least that's what I would think. uh but I mean, you just have a stupid good amount of speed cards, so I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. Nova also had added saying, "Oh no, yeah, yes you did, you definitely did, but it's all good." Tanoki responded back saying, "Having Still in Love Pasa and Vivlo's speed cards is crazy, right?" And he has the nerve to try and and pass his crown to you just for one pull when he's been lucky since you started the game. Not only in Pretty Derby, but recently also in Pretty Derby, but also in his other games. So I don't know what he's trying to do. I don't know what he's trying to do here. Nova, you ain't gonna get rid of your crown that fast. I'm sorry. Then one more response to from Nova to Tanoki saying, "I thought about pulling for Doramente, but those free pulls got me nothing. Oof." It's because you were meant to get Vivloses. That's what it was. That's what it was. Game knew you were a Vivlo simp when you pulled for her. Give me a sec. I actually didn't. Where is it? I actually even thought about bringing Kita. I did a test run. I think I got a UE4, and I'm talking about the normal Kita. Obviously, New Year's Kita is good for medium distance. The Annie collab seems to be the one that replaces the original one when it comes to long distance. So I guess the normal one is just free reign on wherever, I guess. I mean long distance, but the Annie collab needs to be the better one when it comes to the long distance one. But you can use it for long distance regardless. I have to agree that the quality of life changes in Uma over the last few years made parent training bearable. Still, I think it's a mindset thing, at least for me. There are gachas where I just refuse to do one particular thing in the said gacha just because I don't view it as fun or even necessary. Even in Blue Archive, I still don't really try to do certain things. It's just how I play the gacha game. I think it definitely just is a difference in mindset because with you specifically, Nova, there's a lot of things that like your mindset is different when it comes to gacha games, which I'm pretty sure you probably noticed. I've questioned it when we've talked on Discord. So, but it's just the way you've been dealing with gacha games, at least the games you've been playing. Because if you think about it, the training, if because it sounds like you have an easier time training anyway to get to the bigger stats. So you also end up finishing your prep early anyway. So if you just use half of that time to just do that one training for said parent training, have a chance to get a better parent for the future trainings. And if you do end up getting one, then your future trainings will be better. You'll be able to reach your UC and all that. Probably even easier. So yeah, I noticed that from, well, I noticed it, but especially from the last CM when you were pretty much done, like halfway. There was still like 2 weeks, 2 weeks before the CM was, or yeah, the CM was gonna start, but you were already done technically, and I don't know what you were doing. I think you were just trying to get a better Capano Ricky. So yeah, you could use that time to train a parent if you're gonna finish that fast or be satisfied that fast or content. So yeah, I think it's just a mindset thing. But you do you. You do you. I'm just saying that with how fast you finish your training, you do have you do have options. I haven't really gotten any rainbow training, so I got a little worried, but I think we're okay now. Regarding these circle results, it wasn't me. I'd argue that Shushu can purge anyone who makes a less fan count than I do. I'd literally only do one run per day. I actually haven't gone to taking a look, so I mean, for the sake of we already have not full members, so I think it'll be safe to keep them. Plus, we haven't really haven't gotten any members, so I think it's safe to say that they're there for now, unless they join the Discord server let us know that they're from the video, then that can quickly change. But for now, as long as there's still space, I don't really necessarily feel a need to even thin out the circle even more, because it's, I think, what, we have 9 spots still. So maybe if we go down to like 3 more spots left, I'll trim it back down. But as of right now, I think just keeping whoever we have at the moment will be okay, rather than just whatever they can give. They can give if they are randos. But if they really are giving nothing, then I probably don't see any use. So I don't know. I'll take a look at it and see what I'll do. If I do end up letting go someone, it's because they probably just didn't log in, or they just log in like once or twice, even with the half Annie, even with the half Annie there. So we'll see what happens. 22%. Okay. I was thinking about this the other day. Why can't Psy Games make it possible for us to convert the yellow shards into the rainbow ones? I have 7 yellow and I find them kind of useless this far into the game. Really, I don't see how a SR card will ever beat a SSR card. If they can make this change, then I'll lick Psy Games' feet. Well, I have this issue also with Dolphin Wave, because it pretty much has the same thing, where you could raise the SR cards as well into, well, for free if you have similar items to that. And honestly, I never used it. So it's just a little confusing, I guess, because it's just gonna keep stacking. I mean, I could see myself using it if there's an SR card that's actually pretty decent to use, and I don't know. As of right now, I don't think I'll ever use, I mean, obviously as of right now, I don't think I'll ever use an SR card unless it's like for my debuffer. Because I do remember a gang of SR cards was in that setup, so. And I still have these setups. And I'm pretty sure, let me see actually. Yeah, it uses 4 different debuffers, so. Oh, we are in the, okay, so we can do this. Oh wait, we need 360. But that is actually a pretty good idea. I think they should probably think about it, because besides new players who probably most likely need it, especially if they want to use their SR cards. Because some SR cards are definitely better than using no limit break SSR cards, obviously. But other than that, yeah, I don't see much use out of it. I don't know. If they can do that, sure. But at the moment, whether or not they do it, it doesn't really do anything if they don't do anything. It's just gonna keep stacking up. That's it. Either things will just stay the same, or it'll just get better for us who has been holding on to them for a while. Also, another question. Do people just use their UMA support tickets right away? I tend to hoard them for the anniversaries. I see Shushu use them nonchalantly, so it got me curious. As a dedicated hoarder, I just don't use them. I guess it just depends on the person. For me, since I since I do pull in more banners, I just use the tickets to, test the waters. Kind of just test my luck and see what, yeah, test my luck and see if I can get it off those free tickets. Because if I can save, if I can save my jewels, then why not? Even though I don't necessarily believe that luck is the main factor here. Like I've said before, still testing it out, trying to see if, if I can get it in one ticket, 5 tickets, whatever, how many tickets I have. Like, if I still had tickets, I'd probably, try 'em out on the Still in Love speed banner just to see if I can, sneak another copy or not. Because you never know. Tanoki had responded saying, "My stance is either spark, get, or I won't pull at all. Tickets are hoarded till I am ready, and quantity and emotionally to pull till a multiple of 200. And then Nova had responded saying, "I'm saving my remaining 40 Uma tickets for later, which will probably be like 80 or so later on, because at this point, Nova's just gonna keep hoarding jewels because he's just gonna be getting all his stuff from the tickets. And then he'll just forever be a king of King Lucky Mustard. That's just how it's gonna be. That's just how it's gonna be." And then lastly from Nova, well, a major drama happened over the weekend involving Blue Archive and a new gacha game called Project KV. Never heard of it. Now, for a bit of context, Project KV devs consisted of former Blue Archive devs, as they did announce their departure from Nexon a while ago. What caught people off guard was that they seemingly had a new game ready to go right after the change. This leads to speculation that the devs might have been doing double work during their time in Blue Archive before their announcement to leave. This speculation was further inflamed once the PVs for Project KV came out. The girls had halos, albeit of a simpler design. The guns are replaced with katanas, and the setting is in a city revolving around different schools. And the main character is known as a master. The premise overlaps with that of Blue Archive so much to an extent that people were disappointed. If this game was still in Nexon's sphere, the people can write it off as a Blue Archive side expansion. However, this one is definitely made by a competitor. Personally, I think the Blue Archive Civil War is already happening, and this will be interesting to see down the road if Project KV can survive the initial backlash. I will still try the game out just to have a fair assessment afterwards. I believe that Project KV most likely will be releasing this year as a JP exclusive, just like Blue Archive was. As for a global release, well, let's see how they do in JP first. Well, as long as they don't wait 3 years. Or 4 at this point. Like side games. I mean, my initial thoughts is just from the way it sounds, just from the context you've given. My only take from this is I get why people would, say that it's just so close to how Blue Archive is and all that. I get it, but there are games out there, gacha console games, that are pretty much the same thing also. One game that's been released later on will possibly be pretty similar to a game that was really hyped or good at, or still at the time. That's why we have games that were supposedly supposed to do better than Genshin, like a Tower of Fantasy, the Genshin killer, and all that. So it's not necessarily a new thing to see games be pretty similar. I mean, what was it? Konami sued did the whole lawsuit or whatever suing thing to side games because the training system of Predator was close to an old game they had. Just trying to milk money. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know. People, I don't know. It's just like gacha communities, at least for example, like Hoyo, for example, is like the Hoyo gacha community when it comes down to like Genshin and all that. No matter what happens, they're just never satisfied. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. They're just never satisfied. They're always complaining. They do something they've been waiting for. They complain. They don't do something for a long time. They complain. It's just like I don't know. I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want from them if you're just gonna keep complaining. This is why I don't necessarily. This is why I don't try to get like look into the drama or and all that. Maybe I'll just like see it one time, and then if it progresses and the news comes across me somehow, then I'll go possibly take a look into it. But if it's like a video that pops up on my feed, will I willingly click it? Probably not. If it's a short, most likely I will, because it's just a short. So yeah, I mean, it's not going to be able to please the people or the masses. They're just there to make their lives harder. And I get why Genshin doesn't necessarily like the Genshin devs don't want to do stuff because they just get complained at. That's just my personal opinion. Because you look at like Zenless, I think it was during the big like 1.0 where they posted like a dev letter and all that saying that there's a new team and all that. We're trying to do our best to cool. Cool. And all, and then Star Rail, when Star Rail first come out, yeah, it did get backlash for it being a turn-based game and all. Not being fully open world and all that. It had backlash, but then gave it a few months and suddenly it was everything was more positive about it, and then Genshin was getting more fire because of it. I don't know. Maybe it's just a Genshin community, to be honest. But I know there are toxic communities like that, whether it's on Reddit or whatever. And I just distance myself away from it because it ain't got nothing to do with me. I ain't the one complaining. I just want to sit down, enjoy the game. So yeah, drama's gonna happen in gotcha games, and can't avoid it. Where things go well for a while, and then drama builds up again. There's always just gonna be drama. So, am I surprised that a new game is fairly similar to how another game is getting drama or backlash from it from the gotcha community then, or the Blue Archive community, however you want to call it? Am I surprised? Honestly, no. No. Because if you think of like all the games that came out after Genshin that were similar to Genshin, they all got, all like Tower Fantasy got a lot of crap for whatever it was. Pretty sure, I mean, the whole, there's the Wuthering Waves. Obviously, that was also fairly close to how Genshin is, just with some different aspects, obviously, to make it different from Genshin. So yeah, there's just a lot of games out there that you can say like this game's similar to that and all that, and it's nothing new. It's just people take it to another level to make it into a thing where it just wants to be talked about. And so it is what it is. It is what it is. But other than that, that is pretty much all from Nova's. Thank you for all the comments, Nova. Next comment is gonna be from Eugen. Even if it's a failed training, there's still a fan service of the Onsen showcase at the end. I guess you're welcome, guys. I hope you guys saw it. There was time lapse because of the whole mic issue I had. I did check prior to recording. I'm probably going to be paranoid about that for like the next week or so, but hopefully it didn't somehow screw me over and switch somehow. Even though I checked prior to recording. But I agree. A consistent lucky or a not a bad pull is a lucky dude mustard compared to one time big time like a four rainbow. If you ask me, I prefer the consistent less spending or efficient pulling than one big time. Yeah, definitely. I'd rather be consistently getting low pulls or early pulls than uh getting the rare, probably the rarest of rare pulls and getting four in Pretty Derby. Like back to like Hoyo or even Wuthering Waves. I haven't even gotten a double pull in any of those games. So so yeah, I mean, I think the most I've gotten in Pretty Derby is definitely three. I mean, it did happen recently in the Gentle Donna banner with the Mayano Top Gun. I forgot what that pull was. I think it was the Measurable Christmas Measurable Bright and something else. I don't necessarily remember. But yeah. I totally agree though that I'd rather be more consistent than the one time. As you say, the dude is stupidly lucky. It's just if it's not efficiently used, or you can say it was like, I just have all the good cards and Uma, so I'm done and out of here. Effortless. I mean, I mean, that's what Nova makes it look like, right? He has all the Umas he's been pulling for, the good cards he pulled for. Takes like a week and a half to prep for the Liga here or the CM and says, you know what, I'm done. I'm done. I'm just gonna see if I can get a Capano Ricky, a better Capano Ricky. When if you're gonna quit prepping that early, well, I guess you technically did, and you just went with the off chance that you'll probably get a better Capano Ricky. Um, you could have just used that time to just use that one training for a parent, like I said. But nah, is if we're going by what Eugene said, luck is too good. Got all the good cards, got all the Umas I want. So I'm just gonna do my usual, put in not as much effort as everyone else. I'm sorry, Nova. I'm sorry. I don't think you're just gonna let it go for a while. As long as this keeps going on. And even if it does stop for a while, I think you're gonna have the crown until someone can top it off. Either way. So I'm sorry, Nova. I'm sorry. I think this is what happens. I think this happened because you were questioning if you were a lucky mustard to begin with. And now I guess it's not a bad thing. But now, you know, now you're just being I was just stupidly lucky, so I don't know. For Tanoki's pull for Gentle Donna, I know that feeling, but it's much different when I pulled for Dream Journey because I didn't feel the regret even if it reached 170. Honestly, from the sounds of it, I think Tanoki just wanted to pull. I think he just wanted to pull, like he said, he just wanted to have like a good 200 pull, and he did. He ended up getting Gentle Donna and 8 other characters. I think he said he got 9. So I think it paid off. I think it paid off and for him being a newer player, I think it definitely paid off because he got what two dupes. So I think it's all good. Uh, let's see. So I decided to go for the last 10 pull on my birthday. No SSRs on 10 free pulls, but the rest 10 pull. 30 free tickets plus 10.5k jewels. I got 2 still in love, 1 speed Machikane, already max limit broken, Guts Akibono, and 200 pull reward went for the copy, so I managed to make her 2 MLB. At least it's better than me. I didn't get a copy. It's funny because y'all normally be calling me lucky for these free pulls, but this time around, I didn't. I basically just went all the way to pity to get my 1 copy. As I, make sure Nova's crown stays nice and put on his head. Yeah, Nova, just I'm gonna get some Gorilla Glue and just, leave it on there. We're gonna need it to stay there for a while because that's how it is right now. Everybody, I don't think I don't think anyone was as lucky as you were in the support cards this time around. I don't think so, at least. But if we just talk about the anniversary luck in total, Nova, I think you got us beat. I think you got us beat. There's no running away from it, Nova. There's no running away from it. You got us beat. Meanwhile, I'm playing the Party Dash, though it is simple and expensive because the brand itself is expensive. Yeah, I still enjoy maybe it have the feeling of Famicom or the SNES or Retro. Those Gen Alpha won't probably like the graphics or appreciate. Oh yeah, if you didn't grow up playing 8-bit, you probably won't enjoy it. The only closest thing I could say is if they've at least played like the old Pokemon, like probably the Game Boy Advance at least, because that was right before the DS, and that was probably the closest to. I mean, yeah, it was the closest to 8-bit. At least, yeah, it should be at that time. So yeah, if if they haven't been exposed to that kind of graphics and all that, yeah, the newer generations definitely won't enjoy it. Unfortunately. Why Cygames went that route? Maybe because it was easier. At least that's the reason I would think. Maybe it was easier for them. Would sales have done better if they went with better graphics? Definitely. Definitely. Actually, serious question. I know there's a story mode in the game. I don't know what it Actually, I don't know. I don't know what it's about. But if you guys do want to see me at least do the story mode for that, uh, let me know down in the comments. We'll probably take a break from posting Umavids and use that to replace it. Or maybe I'll post it. Oh no, I just pressed the button. Whatever. So yeah, let me know if you guys want to see it. And if you guys are wondering where I'm gonna get it, it most likely will be for my Switch. Reason being is if I do end up getting it, I'm most likely gonna, if I do play multiplayer, it'll most likely be my brother. Because I know I've mentioned him before. He does like Pretty Derby also, so it's better than having to buy two of the same game, or just, yeah, from two different accounts on Steam, or obviously connect my computer to like the TV or something. But honestly, that requires extra effort to be honest, especially based off where my computer is in my room and the situation of it, where it is right there. I would find it easier for me to just connect the Switch to the capture card and just do it like that. And just do it like that. So yeah, if you guys want to see it, let me know. I don't even know if they have cross-platform, just in case. Yeah. I did see what was in it, but it looks like there's only like 4 like events for like the thing. I don't know if there's more if you play more story, or if they're planning to add more in the future with the DLC, because they already announced all the DLC characters. So it makes me wonder if they already are set with that and won't add any more events to essentially mini games for like Mario Party. You know, like maybe they should have thought of more events to add. From what I know, there's only like 4 from what it looks like, so I'm kind of just curious. I'm pretty sure I'll still enjoy it once in a while, but it's probably something I won't be able to play every day, because there's not gonna be, it's just gonna be doing the same thing. Like, yeah, I mean, I say that, but well, it's the same thing with gacha games. I'm doing the same thing every day when I log in, but it's not the same at the same time. If you get it, you get it. Oh, no, I didn't. I actually didn't mean to use that. Oh well, I was clicking too fast. But anyways, I feel like there will probably be improvement in the future. I hope so. Sadly, there's no crossover. Oh, that answers my question. Maybe not for now, so can't join those who play on the Switch or PS4. Honestly, I don't see any hope for a Switch crossover. At least that's what I think. I don't even know, does any Switch games have any crossovers? I don't know. I was just thinking like, oh, it should be easier for PlayStation to do it, because I mean they've done it for Tekken. If they can do it for Tekken, why can't they do it for any other games, you know? So PlayStation should be fine. The Switch is the iffy one, because what Nintendo does, and you could say they're notorious for it, is they always release their new next gen console a couple years or a few years later than Microsoft and Sony with their PlayStation and Xbox, but they're always so notorious for releasing their next gen console, but somehow being low-key outdated by the time it's released. Like when it's released, it's gonna be like on par in a way with the technology we have, but like you can tell that it can't handle better graphics. Like they don't want to make their graphics better for this console itself, and that's why Nintendo, yeah, sadly. Like a lot of these Nintendo games can look way better, but I don't know. Although if you were gonna ask me if I was gonna get the new Nintendo console, regardless of what I said, if you're gonna ask me if I was gonna get it, then it's gonna be a yes, because majority of games that release on PlayStation, as much as I wouldn't have mind having a PS5 to play said PlayStation exclusives earlier, most of the games are still gonna get released. Most, I said most, if not all, if not a good amount, will still get released on PC. And I guess I'd rather just wait for it to get released on PC if it's a PS exclusive like Final Fantasy is, and you have to wait, what, a year or so before it gets released on Steam. So I'd rather just do that, I guess. And the only reason being why is I've always liked the Nintendo consoles, regardless of what I said. Regardless of what I said, I still do like the Nintendo consoles. There's a lot of series I do enjoy from Nintendo. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. And I did enjoy the Switch. So yeah. I think they're announcing it also like sometime next year, I would just say, because I was thinking maybe they announce it before the end of the year. Probably gonna be sometime next year, or it will be released late next year. At least that's what I would think. Like around, well, no, they released the Switch like around springtime, from what I remember. So who knows? But anyways, even though you don't have any friends with the game to play with, there are some stuff that are interesting. I don't know the game completely, so I just know there's like a few events that you can play. I don't know, and I don't know if there's any more than that. So, train along to Uma for the video, same sky with UF1. No notable factors, so it's a miss. Lazy at the moment and haven't done any prep for the League of Heroes. Only doing fan contribution 1 training a day because I'm preoccupied in reading and random play in Party Dash. I don't think I'm gonna have enough carrots for just the Euro finals. Oh well. I've been trying to do one extra training, which is a fan contribution training, just so I can try to get more than 14 million. But Tanoki had responded saying, absolutely no regret on my end either. In fact, I'll admit that since Duramente, I almost wanted to go to Spark while pulling a whole bunch of other 3-star Umas. This pull also has been picture perfect for me, as it gives me more long distance Umas options and reinforces my mid distance Umas. It's like I said, as a newer player, this is still a pretty good Uma run, and I don't think he did regret it at all. Or like Tanoki said, he didn't regret it at all, because he did get 9 Umas out of it, albeit 2 of them were dupes. Right? 2 of them were the dupes, but the rest were good, so. I mean, even, I don't even remember what the dupes were. I don't know if you mentioned it, but whatever. I was gonna say, even if they were dupes, It essentially still helps because I guess you can get them closer to a 5-star if that matters. But Shushu's 100% right on how massive one solid Uma Spark was for me. Setting the 3-star Umas aside to put into perspective, I only now just managed to get the 1 and 2-star Umas, except Ikuno, Biko, and Tannhauser strangely to 3 stars, and I have only just gotten my first 4-star, Taiki, Oguri, and Gentle Donna all at once. Oh dang, so you were running 3 stars this whole time, while still getting a better training result than I have. It's crazy. Crazy. But that's good to hear. That your account is, I guess you could safely say, slowly but surely doing better. Other than that, thank you, Eugen, for the comment, and Tanoki for replying. And lastly, the last comment is going to be from Tanoki himself. And it says, since you mentioned, the other 4 Umas I didn't mention are Halloween Shakur, Alt Fuku, Valentine's Cafe, and, well, Gentle Donna, of course. Let me see. Does Fuku only have that one alt from the first half Annie? Yeah, she does. Okay, that is the only one. Or her only alt is her only 3-star. Okay, so yeah. So out of all the ones that you got, well, the other 4, like I would have had gotten Shakur and for Shakur, Fuku, and Cafe, and obviously Gentle Donna for the first time for sure for myself. But the odds of me, honestly speaking, the odds of me using Shakur and Fuku is very slim. I'll be straight up. It's very slim. Reason being is because I, just to be honest, I don't necessarily hate them, but I don't necessarily like them. It's just one of those characters, you know. You don't hate them, but you don't like them. So yeah. As for Cafe, I could see myself using Valentine's Cafe for like a long distance option. Then Eugen had replied saying, let me actually just do a power one here. Will it be worth? I don't know. But as a late start, you have a high chance to get more new Umas and low probability of dupes. Very true. Very true. Unlike me trying to get Katsuragi and Festival Teio and still haven't been able to get spooked by them. And then Tanoki had responded saying, this is primarily the reason I went ahead and pulled on a lower than usual rate banner. That is true. I almost wanted to just get a bunch of off rates to kickstart my account. Also, helps that aside from my favorite few Umas, Palmer, Suzuka, Gold Chip, a lot of my heart is open to new Umas to be in my top 10. Did I ever ask you, Tanoki? This went on for a bit during, I guess, yeah, during the season 3. And I didn't get to confirm mine until the end of season 3. What is your top 10 Umas as of right now, Tanoki? And even if it's not complete, who do you think is like would fill in the spots? Who do you think would be in your top 10 if it's not a full 10 yet? And then I'll give you mine, I guess, as of right now. Or yeah, I'm gonna have to think about it because it's been like 8-9 months since I last said, and there's been some new Umas, right? So might as well see if any of those Umas may have somehow pulled their way to top 10. Would there be? I don't know. Maybe Gentle Donna. That's why I need to go over it again, because I don't know who from the top 10 would get replaced, or my top 10 would get replaced if Gentle. Well, I think Gentle Donna has a good chance of being a top 10. I think she does. Plus, I don't remember my top 10. I might have to go back to that video and see what my result was at the end. Because I feel like majority of it will still be the same, just the slight changes. Because things may have changed over past or I guess past half a year, or I guess more than that, because I said 8-9 months. So we'll see. We'll see. Other than that, thank you for all the comments, Tanoki, Eugen, and Nova. Appreciate it as always. And let's finish off this training because we are at the last spot. Now I'm in a little bit of a predicament here. Obviously my power isn't high enough. That's one thing. Second thing, I think second thing is my Ys probably won't make it to 1200 and all that. So I'm just gonna focus on speed and just get it to basically max out by the end of the training. Would have done it. It probably could have done it without me doing that, to be quite honest. Now that I think about it. Oh well. Did I even get an S at the end of the day? No. So it didn't matter. At least this was definitely, at least from what it looks like, a better training. Oh, it definitely was a better training. And then the Mihono Bourbon one. Even with our early failed training in the beginning, but we did also lose the Spring to No Show. Although I did have like I think 2 more resets to try again. I just didn't do it because I was clicking too fast. I was clicking a little too fast. How much did we have? We had like 1103 on Wise, right? So let's see how much we get, because I feel like it's not gonna make it. Yeah, it didn't make it. 68. I swear it was at like 1120s. And it made it. So I don't know what happened. Oh, my nose. Anyways, let's just grab some skills and we'll just call it from there. Oh, we didn't get Orfev. Sad. I don't know. Teio did okay. Not the best, but she did okay. I mean, from here on, it's just gonna be okay until I get a UD and consistently get a UD, but that's besides the point. That is besides the point. How's my stamina? Stamina's fine. It's actually where I'm at, so my inheritance is good enough for that. Maybe I'll try with a speed inheritance so I could get a little bit more speed if possible. See how that works out, but that's for my own time. Do I have any more mile? That's cheap, so we can take it. But any more like mile? No, I guess not. I guess we'll just go back up and I guess just a grab corner recovery. Still got 62. I don't think I can grab anything with 62. I guess we could do this. But anyways, we ended off with maxed out speed at 1757. That was at least my max. 736 stamina, 1260 powered, pretty low, not gonna lie. I kind of want it around, closer to 1400. 1236 the guts, maybe 1300 would be nice, and then obviously we just want 1200 wise. No S in mile distance, unfortunately, so that means didn't work out well. And then yeah, that's it, because nothing else. This should be a UE. A UE6. I don't know if this is my best Teio. Possibly is. Possibly is my best Teio. I'm just gonna see. Okay. I'm not gonna use it 30 joules though. Never. I guess we'll just keep the mile one. Not that many factors though. Understandably. This wasn't factor training. Oh, that is my best Teio. At least this Teio. I don't know about my other one. But with that being said, guys, that is going to be the end of this video. If you guys did make it this far, I do want to say thank you. You guys can hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below, and let me know what you guys thought of the run. Obviously, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to bring Teio. Obviously, it'll be different if I do. So there's a high chance that I will do it. Plus, y'all know I do love me some Teio. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you thought about the Teio option or possibility. And also if there's anything else you guys do want to talk about, just leave it down in the comment section, whether if it's about anything else, like any other gacha games, animes, or anything else you guys want to talk about, or ask me questions. As long as it's appropriate, I'll respond to it. And if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, the link is down in the description. And if you guys haven't joined the circle, or you guys are looking for a circle to join, feel free to join the circle that I'm in. It's called Shushu. Once you give that a search, go to the comment section or go to the Discord server and go to the channel name called Circle Request, and on either or let me know that you sent the request and what your in-game name is, just so I can make sure that I'm accepting you into the circle and not someone else. But other than that, guys, that is pretty much it for this video. Thank you once again, and as always, I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace. 君はどうせ君だよ。